What's that?
It's open the garbage.
You're taking the garbage? How do we know that's garbage?
You see? It is garbage? Are you okay, man? Wake up.
I think he's passed in, but take it out.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Okay, well, I've got to go because the stores are going to be closed if I don't get in there soon.
At the Rito Center.
At Emerald Shopping Center.
At the Rito Center? At the Rito Center?
Oh, no, M-Vale.
At the Rito Center.
M-Vale.
Jeez. See, I was all prepared for these delicious
drinks.
meals. And then
Really?
insanity.
But they're not
I was
frozen.
gonna bring you a little freshy freezy
Yeah.
for.
We're not gonna drink that.
Why not? We.
This is a letter from Derek Harvey. Oh, Derek Harvey.
Okay, it's a letter from Derek Harvey. Wow, it's flying by this show. I'm nervous. Okay, here's a letter from Derek. Dear Tom, do we have the little music? Yeah. Dear Tom, right now one side of my face is red and sore, while the other side is normal. That's because for the past week I've been hitting myself in the face as hard as I can. I'm trying to be a better person, Tom, so whenever I do something wrong, I say, bad boy. Then I slap myself in the face. Hard. I think it started last week when I accidentally bumped into a teenage rocker on the subway. Watch it, pal, he said. Then I said sorry and started slapping my face. Since then, I'm addicted. I ran a red light. Bad boy. Slap. I pressed the wrong floor on a crowded elevator. Bad boy. Slap. I had to squish past a bunch of people at the movies to get a drink, and I obstructed their view. Bad boy, slap.
Oh, Derek.
If you or anybody else wants to give this a try, then do it right. In order for it to work, you have to slap your face real hard. This way you'll learn your lesson. Derek. That's Wow, you guys are great. What a great crowd here. Glenn, here's a delicious treat.
You know, you're getting a skin rash from all the shaving. you've done.
Okay, well, we'll be right back after this. I have this uncle. He used to go down to Greens Creek, which is a creek near my house. Coincidence, I guess. But at the creek, there was this big fort. It was made out of logs, and he said, why don't we take these apart, and then we can turn it into a raft, use the logs from the fort and make a raft, and then we can raft across the river. We won't have to walk all the way home. So I thought that was a good idea, so we spent the whole day making this raft, much longer than it would have taken to walk home. And when the raft was done, he thought he would test it first, and he got on the raft, and it fell all apart in the water. Yeah.
Freshy, frosty.
If you want. I mean, I'm not going to force it on you.
No, I don't want to say nothing. I fell down and nearly hurt my leg, that's all. Can I go? Can I go?
No.
What are they? That's no good for me at all. Could keep it for yourself. What the hell you try to do?
What do you want me to do with these things? Oh no, get out of my face, man.
You're not a member of a Beatles cover band, are you?
I just can't have a picture there. I have no idea. I have really no idea.
Chemise. Oui, oui, mais. Tu veux avec ma chemise, je vais l'avoir. Non, non, parce que ta chemise, là, c'est marqué Rolling Stone dessus.
Okay, on your mark, get set, go! Yeah, well, I mean, Glenn and myself and Cameron, we're all pretty good looking.
Exactly, you know? And I think I'm the best looking one here.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Wow. Cameron Ferguson, everyone. And we're gonna be right back. We actually, have you been to the Tulip Festival since you've been in town?
No,
No. Oh, it's
I
great.
missed it.
It's great. I was down at the Tulip Festival.
were you?
Yeah, I was down at the April Wine Concert actually at the Tulip Festival, and we'll go there now and we'll have a look at what it's like at the April Wine Festival Tulip Concert. Thanks. Are you here to see Foreigner today? No, man. Isn't that Foreigner on stage?
No. I take my wine on.
Sorry about that, Sarah.
Thank
I'll tell Doris. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
My skin feels soft, Glenn! My skin feels very soft, Glenn!
Sometimes, however, when going through a drive-through without a car, they do not acknowledge you at the drive-through box. Therefore, you have to just go directly to the window. What do you feed these things? Do you actually feed them, or do they just sort of look for scraps lying around the museum?
No. They've got a great diet of dog food.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. They'll eat dog food, and this particular one just likes lettuce and bananas.
That sounds delicious.
If you're a roach.
That sounds like a delicious meal. Actually, I'm a little bit thrown right now, and I'm realizing something. Actually, I'm realizing I forgot to do something, actually, Gerben. And when I look at this, do you mind waiting here for a second?
Go ahead.
Where are you going?
I'll be right back. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry about this.
Hey, Tom, did you get it? Did you get the bug?
Got it. So, sorry about that. Look at him, he's just resting.
You still want to talk to me?
Yeah,
He's taking videos of things. Probably a tourist.
Here's someone with a video camera as well. You can see he has the same stance that many people with video cameras have. Standing, both hands on camera, looking around, usually for something to photograph. Photography, photograph. You can see here his camera is also a Canon, very popular brand of video camera. Mr. Diefenbaker! What are you doing to that boy? You don't have to be a tourist to use and enjoy video. However, touring is an ideal place for video cameras. The footage inside is probably being reviewed in the in-camera viewfinder. This man here obviously knows what he's doing, though. Do you know the man with the camera?
It's my father.
What was your father taking videos of today?
Oh, I don't know. Don't do that.
Hi. That giant man there. Was he bugging you? Was he bothering you? Lester B. Pearson. He's a Canadian Prime Minister. When he died, they covered him in chocolate and bronzed him. Kids come up and pick away at him.
What are you taking pictures of today?
Sorry, I don't speak English very well.
Somos de Venezuela.
Oh oui. Je suis allé à Chile.
À Chile.
Tu es habité dans Venezuela?
Sí.
Est-ce que tu as acheté ton caméra vidéo dans Venezuela?
No, la compramos aquí en Canadá.
Oh, ici au Canada? Oui. Okay, see. I think I just had a conversation in Spanish. I think I just had a conversation in Spanish.
calling from Barrie. It's Tuesday night, just after the long weekend. I'm just calling to let you know that my sister's going to be home this summer. She just got a job with Ducks Unlimited, so she's postponing her Up With People tour till January. So she's going to be here, and she's studying the ducks. She's got a job with Ducks Unlimited. I'm sorry. Here, she wants to say hi. Hi, Tom. How's it going? Okay, Tom. Anyway, I gotta run. Okay. But my number here is 705. If you want to give us a call, I guess we can talk later on this summer to find out when you're coming down. And she'll be here for the show that we do in the summer. So I guess I'll talk to you later. All right. Take care. Bye bye. End of message.
We went to the dollar store today. Buy some pancake Christmas time. So tell me, are you going to be coming over for Christmas with Judy and Don, or are you going to stay out on the island? Well, we're thinking of staying on the island. We have a new windmill up and running. Do you? No! You think we'd sell out? Windmill! What do you think I am? It's the 90s! The whole point of living on the island is to not have a windmill. It's to not have electricity of any kind. That's the whole point.
In the winter times, isn't it?
Yeah.
40 below. Pizza arrives, suddenly everyone's smiling.
Live.
I think. It's my whiskey buddy and my potato buddy, because he loves potatoes.
Really? You like the taste of those?
I like potatoes, but he likes them better.
You like the taste of potatoes as well?
I love them.
So you're a comedian?
Yes.
Tell us some jokes.
oh God, I was in New York, and I was walking faster, and next thing I know, this little old lady, I tried to hide behind a dumpster. Yeah, it was in Central Park in New York. I tried to hide behind the dumpster, and next thing I know, I seen stars, and oh, it was terrible. He tried to come to my rescue, but I wouldn't let him. And she stole my Lucky Rabbit's foot, and my wooden nickel. I had an arrowhead I've been saving for a long time. It was tragic.
That's a good joke. Tell us another joke. This time, though, you hold the microphone, okay?
What is a man for what he's got? I traveled east in every highway, and then I had no one. I did it my way.
This is the Tom Hagen Show. Mixed up with Green Talk Show. This is my favorite show because it is my show. If this was your show, you'd probably like it more than I did. That's just because it was your show. But it's not your show.
me last night. What you will come off as is being a grown-up brat. Now, I don't want you to do this anymore, and I don't know how much clearer I can get about it. It wasn't funny. It was like a little boy crying wolf. I mean, you're not a little boy. You're 26 going on 27. And you're just going to look silly. I'm embarrassed for you. Plus, I'm also tired today, and I have a busy day. Now, the other thing is, I have your grandmother living here. She's 83 years old. She can't put up with this crap. I can barely put up with it. Now, we're leaving for Arizona on Saturday morning at the crack of dawn, and I don't want you bringing cameras around here while I'm gone, because you'll be responsible for my mother having a heart attack or something. Not even to do cutesy little interviews either, because I don't want you to embarrass me or my family or anybody else by poking fun at people, particularly my mother. She's too old for that. You can't treat me with respect. You can bloody well treat my mother with respect. So no cameras around here while I'm gone. Goodbye.
Shut up, Tom.
Well, next time if there's a fire and I save your lives, you won't be telling me to shut up. Thanking your lucky stars you have a son like me who comes to save your lives in the middle of the night with a fire extinguisher. That's what you'll be saying. You'll be calling me a hero. Okay, good night. I had a dream. Okay, I was dreaming. I was at home dreaming. Okay. And I was thinking that maybe their bed was on fire. I was thinking maybe their bed was on fire. I was just thinking that possibly it was on fire. Okay. And then I was kind of blurry. You know, when you wake up, everything's kind of blurry. Right. So then I ran over there. I ran over there really quickly, and I grabbed to save their lives. And oh my God. Oh my God, that's my parents right there. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm doing is bobbing you off because I was interested in that camera that you had. I've never seen one like that before. It's so unique.
Yeah, you like the microphone?
Yeah, very neat.
Yeah, it's just a little home video camera. We just plugged a microphone into it, so it sounds better.
You must not be from here, huh?
No, we're not from here, no. Where do you think we're from?
I believe you're British.
British? Do I sound British? Do I sound British?
Yeah, a little.
But not fully British, though, right?
And some French.
Little French?
Yeah.
Un petit peu. Je n'ai pas parlé français plus bon, mais un petit peu.
Maybe a little dapper Italian. Polish.
Polish? Do I look Polish?
Sure now don't look Jewish.
Why?
Just don't, because of your hair.
My hair, right? Mm-hmm. I could be a Jewish guy who got a haircut, though.
You may have a Jewish haircut, but you're not a Jew.
Okay, so I'm not Jewish, and I'm not Polish, although you think I look Polish.
You're still my brother.
Exactly. Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And I'm your sister.
Absolutely. That's right. I'm not American. I'm not an American.
You have some American in you. Maybe your father or your mother did.
No, I don't think so.
Sweden somewhere.
Sweden. Do I look Swedish? I have a Swedish haircut, right?
I'm looking at your nose and your features. You have the English nose.
English nose. Well, my roots are English. I mean, if you trace my heritage back, I'm English, but...
Venice?
Venice? No.
You're British.
No, not British. It's close to the United States.
Oh, close to the United States. Switzerland?
Switzerland? No. It's a country that's close to the United States, and it's not Mexico.
Canada.
That's right. That's right.
Canadian.
I'm Canadian.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, you married?
What's that?
Are you married?
Am I married?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not. Would you marry a Canadian?
Yes, I would. Every heart is the same color, and they pump the same thing. Blood. So it doesn't matter. And yes, I'd marry you.
You would marry me.
Uh-huh.
You would marry me.
Yes, I would marry you. Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. Okay? I love you too.
These boats are very valuable. You're going to end up hitting something.
With the vacuum?
With anything, and you're going to end up having to pay for it.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Just move it down that way, please.
I'm just,
No, down that way, please.
fishing for a vacuum cleaner shark. That man was getting mad at me because he thought I was going to hit his boats with my vacuum. But I'm just fishing for a vacuum cleaner shark today. And he was mad at me because he thought I was going to hit one of his boats. See, they have really expensive boats down here. I didn't realize how expensive they were. And when I threw my vacuum in, I guess he got worried that maybe I'd hit one of his boats. And I don't want to make people mad, and I apologize to the people. I don't want to make the people mad when I throw the vacuum in the water because they're using that part of the pond to use their boats. And I don't want to make them mad, and I don't want to disrupt their good time by throwing the vacuum in when they're boating there. And you got to use a really thick piece of rope because a vacuum cleaner shark has really sharp teeth. The reason they're called a vacuum cleaner shark is because they eat vacuums. So a really good thing to use for bait is a vacuum cleaner on the end of a rope. Compare epoxy to Vandex one.
Well, epoxy is a chemical. First, it's not environmentally friendly. It's a chemical that goes into a crack to be repaired. And if the crack moves, even the hairline, then the stuff is out. This stuff here works with the cement, and it doesn't. It just doesn't.
Right. Didn't you used to use epoxy yourself, though?
Yeah, we used to, but so many failures.
Right. Looking back at the old epoxy days now, can you look at that and laugh?
Yeah, I can laugh. I can laugh even today.
Yeah. So this is Vandex right here, then. That's what it looks like.
That's right.
And this, how exactly do you turn that into something that you can use for a bonding adhesive?
Very simply, you put water in it.
What are the flaws with epoxy?
Well, the flaws with epoxy, it's very brittle.
Right.
And if cement moves at all, or you get a hot and cold situation, it just snaps. And once it snaps, water can come through. But this stuff here, it's so wide that it can't. This won't snap. This will react with cement.
This is a Swiss, you said? Swiss product?
Well, it is now, but it was invented in Denmark.
Right. Sorry.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, what do you?
Well, let's just let's start anywhere here.
Yeah. Well.
Just start anywhere. Let's start with slurry. Let's start with waterproofing slurry.
Right.
I'm just trying to. I hope you don't. I hope you don't mind if I read over your shoulder here. Okay.
No. Well, let's look at some brochures, maybe.
Some brochures, okay. Took some brochures.
Right.
Let's get the brochures. Let's get the brochures out. Does it have any chemicals in it? Is that dangerous if you were to swallow that, for instance?
No. It is like
what's it taste like, for instance?
Well,
let's just open it up. Let's open it up.
I really never have. I don't think.
Let's just open it up. Can we open it up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. See here. No, I'm just testing it. You know, like in Hawaii Five-0, how they do that? Okay. What's it smell like to you?
What is his name?
I like that stuff. I like that stuff.
It's very,
All right.
very good stuff.
That is really good stuff. I would encourage everybody to go out and buy some Van. Some Vandex. Carl, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome, Lord Tom.
One night, during a terrible storm, a scientist was experimenting with gasoline to see if gasoline will burn. Suddenly, the power went out and the gasoline spilt all over the floor. He started cleaning it with some rags, but when the lights went back on, the rags were tied to his feet. He decided to help mankind with his newfound powers, and since that day has been known as Burning Feet Man.
I am going to help you cross the street. Have no fear. Burning Feet Man is here. Come on, cross the street. Burning Feet Man is here. You're welcome. Burning Feet Man is here. Have no fear. Is there some place you're looking for?
Yes, we want a bed and breakfast.
A bed and breakfast. Have no fear. Follow me. Have no fear. Follow me to the bed and breakfast. It's getting... Oh, God, stop. Oh, God. Oh, my God. They're on. Oh, my God. Have no... Jesus. Ow. 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 God. I've noticed how upset you are by this piece of litter. No more litter. No more litter. Watch me burn the litter. Ah, litter all gone. We're all gone. The litter is all gone. The litter is all gone. Hit me. Yeah, have no fear. Burning Feet Man is here. Oh, my jeans. My jeans.
Oh, nice. Real rhythm, too. Almost like Madonna Vogue. Yeah, then with a little break dance and a little black hip hop.
Yeah. Well, I know how to get down.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
Thanks.
I like that.
What you talking about, man? Whoa, what's that? What you doing, man? What you doing, man? You wanna know what a model is, yo? A model, yo, is a tiny little toy. A tiny little toy. You make that toy, and it looks like something that was really big. You know what I'm saying? You can buy all the pieces in the form of a kit and make yourself a model boat. Or you can use your own brain and your own mentality and create your own model out of your own materials. Check this out. You get your inspiration, you get all this inspiration, you take it out of the book, you put it into your head, you process that information, and then you spit it out and you make a boat. A cow brain boat. That's my concept. That's what I've come up with. A cow brain boat. You know what I'm saying? You want to make a boat out of brains, first you gotta get the brains out of the center of the cow's head.
That ain't moving.
That ain't going nowhere. That's not going nowhere. You see that skull there? That's a solid skull. Them cows, and that's essentially gonna get inside the mind of a cow. You know what I'm saying? Ha! French kissing. We can make boats, but we can also learn a little bit about biology. That's the sound of marble making. Bessie, you never had it so good, Bessie. Yo, Bessie. You gotta reach in and grab the brains like this. You know what I'm saying? Reach inside the head there. Back inside. Put some plastic on the ground like this. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now I'm gonna place the brains on top of the plastic. Homeboys at home been saying, you know, he's saying, how's homeboy gonna make some boat out of some brains? You put the brains on the plastic, and then you put a little bit of plastic around the side like this. How you make that plastic stick to the brains? The gasoline, do you know what I mean? You melt the plastic to the meat. Then what you got is an airtight seal, and that meat stuck in there in the plastic. You put that in the water, it float away, easy does it. Look what we got. Plastic melted all nicely around the brains, and we got ourselves a boat. Now, just in case this puppy don't float perfect, what you can do is get yourself a piece of styrofoam. I like to cut it in a circle, just because it looks kind of neat. Now it's time to be creative. I'm going to put a sail onto my brain boat. Another thing that's fun is you can also maybe get little toy soldiers and put them on, like they're sailing over to a war or something, and they're all worried about it. All right, check this out, yo, we're done. We got the sail, we got the meat, we got the brains, we got the little men, we got the plastic. It's time to paddle to the sea. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. Now we're going to hear from Scratching Poe. So do you have a siphon? Si. Yeah? All I know is we drive down a deserted road and all of a sudden there's a guy sticking a funnel in our car. I have no idea what's going on. No camina. It's no camina mean? Doesn't work? Okay, well.
Hey, hermano.
I guess he's going to get gasoline from this guy. What's that?
4 años.
You guys want to see my impression of sadness?
Huh?
You want to see my impression of sadness?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm so sad. Am I ever sad?
When you get your gasoline, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do this.
I've got the gasoline.
Nice meeting you. We're from Canada.
This is the Tom Green Show. It's not the Green Tom Show. This is my favorite show because it is my show. If this was
we go. I'm here with Jim Cab TV. I'm here with Jim Cab, and we're asking people about buckets or boxes. Excuse me, just right over here. We're asking people today about, oh, geez. Oh, you're sure you want buckets, right? You don't have much of another option now. The answer is buckets, am I correct?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
I'm Tom Green. I'm here with Jim Cab TV today, and we're asking the question, buckets or boxes? Our last question that we asked was buckets or boxes. The answer was buckets. Now we're asking the question, will it stick, sir? Will it stick?
I think so.
You think it will? Yes, it does! Yes, it does! Buckets or boxes?
Buckets.
Buckets or boxes? We have buckets. Will it stick? It's stuck. Buckets or boxes? Buckets. Will it stick? It's stuck. Enough for a globe. Enough for a globe. Let's try it.
Let's try it.
We are making a replica of the planet Earth. Africa. Where's Africa?
Africa, over here.
Over here, Africa. You know the Earth is 90% water, Pierre. We are sending fake sewers and replica manhole covers around our globe. This sewer is going to Japan. It's your lucky day. You're going to Japan. You get to go to Japan. That's right. You get to go to Japan. Around the globe, sir. We are sending fake sewers. We are sending sewers around the globe on Jim Cab. We are sending sewers and we are sending manhole covers. We're sending sewers to Japan. That's correct, ma'am. You're going to Japan. We are sending sewers to Europe. We are sending sewers to Asia. We are sending sewers to Australia. We are sending sewers to Africa. We are sending fake sewers around the globe on an all-expenses-paid trip. We are sending manhole covers around the globe. Where would you like to go? Where would you like to go? What could they possibly be doing at Jim Cab today? Well, we're sending sewers and manhole covers all over the world. If you know a sewer that wants to go to Asia, it'll go to Asia. If you know a manhole cover who wants to go to Japan, well, guess what? It's going to Japan. Brooklyn, New York. Ah! 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 I'm a sewer. I've never been to Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to go to Brooklyn, New York. What are we doing on Jim Cab today?
I don't know. Who is Jim Cab?
What are we doing on Jim Cab today, ma'am?
What is Jim Cab?
What are we doing?
But I don't know what is Jim Cab.
We are sending manhole covers and fake sewers around the globe at Jim Cab TV.
Jim Cab.
80%.
No, when you I see, we went over it and it was exactly the
Yeah,
same before.
behind there, behind the doors, you're going
It was
nuts.
exactly
It's
the-
fine. You're climbing the walls. But here, you're kind of shy.
What are you talking about? You're always saying that. And first of all,
my
I know you
Oh
see.
my
I know
God,
you
you
have
don't
some
believe
little
me.
thing where you're going to coach
Yeah.
little
I brought some
things.
signs. I brought
First of all, it's
some
completely
signs.
ridiculous. Yeah. Okay.
First of
well, let's
all-
do the thing. Glenn thinks
Get
he's
up,
going to
get up.
coach me.
I'm gonna help you along.
Little coach. Okay.
I'm gonna help you along.
Because you like the silly faces, right, Glenn?
First of all,
It's
I like
because,
the silly faces.
It's because
I just
you
want
like
to be
the silly
funnier.
faces,
I just want you
right?
to be funnier.
It's because you
I
like
want
the,
you to be funnier.
It's because
I'll give
you
you a coach.
It's because you like the silly faces, right?
Okay, fine. I like the
And
silly
you're saying,
faces.
and you're saying to me that
There's
the
nothing wrong with that. Funny faces.
You're saying that the faces aren't silly enough.
No, they're not. 80% funny. You know, Tom, you're an idiot.
Eat.
So that's not funny.
That's a funny face. Eat.
There we go. There we go. The neck. Get your neck moving. A little more legs and neck. Legs and neck. That's it. That's it. Idiot boy. A little more. A little more. Remember that you're an idiot. Come on. Here. It's not really funny yet. That's a little better. It's a little better. It's a little better, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Come on. Come on. Come on. A little more. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Come on. Come on. Pump it
concert. All right, let's go to a segment now. You guys are nuts. We're here in Yellowstone National Park at Big Bend. Have there been a lot of tourists out today? Have there been a lot of tourists out today? Tourists? Yeah. At the geyser? Can I stick my head in that?
I don't think so.
Can I stick my head in that water?
I don't think it's safe.
It's not safe?
No.
Why?
Never. Too much pressure.
Is there crap in that?
No.
Is there crap in that water that my head was in?
No.
Would it blow my head off?
Most likely, yeah.
Is that water powerful enough to blow my head off?
Yeah, it's in excess of 80 pounds pressure, so
80
it would.
pounds
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me stick my head in that, eh?
It's no, I didn't let you. You did it on your own.
That's true, you're right. Good point. It's not fun when you stick your head in a sewer, gushing sewer water out of it, is it?
It's not sewer water.
It's not sewer water? Oh, it's drinking water?
Yeah, it's perfectly safe to drink. Yeah, it's not water.
And I'm not exactly sure how this came about, but we've invited these cult members over to my apartment. They're in a UFO cult. We found them on the internet. A message given to humanity by the people from space. Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no! When the Raelians get here, I'm going to speak with them for about half an hour about the Raelian movement, about this extraterrestrial thing that they believe in. And after that, I'm going to show them this tape of this horrific experience that happened to me, that struck a chord very deep in my inner psyche. So because I'm having these Raelians over to my home, I figured that I will have to entertain. I will probably have to offer them refreshments. I've just made some grape Kool-Aid for them. Let's just taste it. See? Not bad. Not bad at all. I think we're going to have a good time here with the Raelians and the Raelian priest. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm Tom.
You're Tom?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Roland. This is Marie.
Hi, Marie. How you doing? Hi.
This is Melanie.
Hey, Melanie. How you doing? This is Reddy. Ray's the camera person for
Hi.
the show. Come on in. A whole bunch of us, eh? Come on in.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. It's not even real. It's Kool-Aid, actually, but it's basically grape juice. Did everyone get one? Everyone have some? Everyone have some Kool-Aid? Okay.
In fact, this guy, this man, is the most important man in the world now. So I know that when I'm in front of him, I'm moved because I know also that he comes from, part of him comes from another planet.
Looks kind of like Jesus or something right there. Do you think he looks a little bit like Jesus with all the lights and the nice hair and everything? Does that worry you at all? Does that make you feel weird?
No, because you're completely right. Because in fact, you're going to be surprised what I'm going to tell you. But he is the brother of Jesus. He has the same father as Jesus had.
Oh no! Oh no! Who are you? No, no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Who are you? No, no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I get the feeling that you're not really taking it too seriously.
No.
You know, if you want to show Rael tape and ask him if he recognizes the alien that attacked me, maybe he saw an alien when he went up into space that looked like that, and he could help me. And maybe he could show Jesus too.
Well,
No. Show to Jesus? No, because he's not in contact with him.
They don't communicate at all anymore?
No, no. They can, no, they can, he talked with Jesus when he was there. But when he came back, he doesn't talk to them anymore.
He doesn't have like a red phone on his desk or anything, direct line to Jesus?
Not at all.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I just drank grape Kool-Aid with a cult. That's all I know. Let's try pounding some of those nails into that concrete block there.
Okay. Basically, the way it works,
Careful with that, eh?
take your 2x4, take a 2.5-inch nail, Has a built-in regulator, so you can regulate your surface here. Cock it onto the work surface and fire. That's a powder-actuated tool.
Now, not everyone understands how the driving power is controlled by the Hilti piston principle. Can you explain this?
Sure can. Why don't I just show you one of our DX tools. This is a DX 450, and I can show you the piston-driven principle.
So the DX is very popular, Joanne, and well proven, but Hilti supplies so many more construction-related products. Have they always been supplying so many products?
No, Hilti started in 1941. Martin Hilti started with a machine shop.
You guys carry me in here? You guys
That's a
carry me
fully
in?
automatic. That's 10 nails and 10 strips right through.
You guys don't care. Just carry me. No, over there. Just carry me over to the show you're about to see. Actually, could you bring me up to the back of the back here? Yeah. Well, maybe this is fine. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, Joanne. So continue showing us some of the things that this tool can do.
Okay. Also, what I've brought with you is a DX 450. This can shoot both into concrete and to steel.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Well, thank you.
That was wonderful. Amazing. Amazing. The Hilti DX. Thanks, Joanne.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a minute. First, we're going to go off to another, I don't know, we're going to...
So what kind of cigarettes do you like?
Camels. They're the best.
What do you like about Camels?
The taste and the smoothness.
What's that mean, taste and smoothness?
They taste really good and they go down your throat really smooth.
No, I mean, what do you mean by smoothness?
They go down smooth. They don't leave a gross, clumpy feeling in your throat.
Clumpy?
Like gross. I don't know, like a leftover kind of tar feeling in your throat.
A leftover tar feeling in your throat. Okay, I think I see what you're talking about. But I don't think you should smoke, though.
Is it because you're worried about my health?
Yes. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. If anything were to happen to you, if you were to get sick and leave this planet, I don't know what I would do. Please stop smoking for me. Don't leave me here alone. Stop smoking. I love you. I love you, God.
I love you too. Are you okay? Are you okay? Is smoke bothering you? Oh, is my smoke bothering you?
Hey, I really like that funny thing we just watched.
Okay, Glenn, so you're going to buy the ticket.
Well, against my will. I'm not too pleased about doing this, but...
See, the other night on the radio show, a girl called in. She wanted Radiohead tickets for a Radiohead concert. And Glenn, of course, volunteered to buy the ticket for her.
No, I didn't volunteer. I was forced.
You suck, Glenn
I don't
Humplick.
care.
Glenn Humplick, you
were my
suck.
hero, Glenn.
You're not.
You were this
And
girl's
now I
hero.
don't think I can
You're wrong.
say
You were
that
this,
anymore.
Glenn. You were this girl's.
Listen, I'm not gonna lose
Glenn,
any sleep
Glenn,
tonight.
you were this girl's hero. She had a crush on you. You're talking about your girlfriend to make her jealous. You're not gonna give her $25 for Radiohead, even when I'm offering a minus $25 sucker T-shirt out of my own pocket.
I would get a T-shirt, then I would buy the ticket after getting the T-shirt.
Let's say that again.
I would get a T-shirt first. Oh my God.
I had that made for you, Glenn.
Yeah, I know.
And
This costs you like what, $8 maybe to get that? I want to buy a Radiohead ticket for a complete stranger, and I've been forced to do it. So could I get one Radiohead ticket, please?
my friend's a sucker. We call him Moneybags Humplick. Moneybags Humplick. His pockets are deep, and he's not afraid to dig into them. This is where Lindsay, the girl that called our radio show, is apparently spending her evening tonight. We've tracked her down to this community center where she's taking a screen printing course, ironically learning how to make T-shirts, and she doesn't know we're coming. My friend here is a sucker. Yeah? Yeah.
This is Money
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you guys?
Hi.
Life, life.
I'm not proud of what I'm doing right here. I hope you know that. I don't think you deserve this ticket, but I got a T-shirt out of it.
He's a sucker.
Here you go.
That's a very nice gesture of you, Glenn.
Now you can go with me.
I'm never gonna do it again.
For 14-year-old
Never again.
Glenn,
That was a one-off deal.
think of the positive feeling that you get out of this. For a 14-year-old girl, you've sent her to a Radiohead concert. That's major. And as far as I'm concerned, it may say sucker on your T-shirt.
Yeah.
But Glenn Humplick's no sucker.
Okay, now I'm going to do my dance, my Elvis dance. I hope you enjoy it.
Because he sings all good songs, that's why.
Guys, get up.
Why is he doing this? Why is he doing
No, they're just being jerks. Okay. Guys, get up. They think they're being smart.
Go find something to do with wrong.
Wait, stupid or what?
Sorry. Dancing. It's my way of dancing, you know? We all have different styles.
Well, I'll tell you, at least he's a great singer. He's a nice person and great songs.
Oh, yeah.
What? We'll disrupt your dance if you disrupt their dance.
You don't like my dance?
Just get, you know, you're going to push it too far. Just get out of here.
You guys are crazy. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. These people are crazy.
These people are crazy, 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 crazy.
What's the problem?
We'll disrupt your dance.
These people are crazy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. These people are crazy.
You started all of this. He made me do this. It was his idea.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so thanks for watching. See you next week. And now let's hear again from Shortfall. All right. Thanks, guys.
I can't just wish it away when I'm having another bad day. I sit with nothing to say when I'm having another bad day. So
no can do. It's not an official stop.
I have to walk from here. I'm just going right there to the lake. I'm headed right there to the lake.
What part of no can do you not understand? You can get off at the landing. You can get off the landing, okay?
Cut.
Mummy. Mummy, can you tell me
I'm not
a
your mummy
story?
to start off with.
Mummy.
I'm not your mummy to start off with.
I'm just gonna rub my face on the ground here while you eat your brownie. Okay? I'm just gonna rub my face on the ground here while he eats his brownie. Mommy, can you tell me a story?
I'm not your mummy. I'm not your mummy. I'm not your mummy. Forget that.
Thanks. Mom, what's the difference between igneous and metamorphic rock?
I don't even know what the fuck it means.
I don't know English. I don't know what you say.
What's wrong, Mom?
I'm not your mum.
Mom, what's wrong?
I'm not your mother. I'm a man, not a woman.
Thanks very much.
Is he on drugs?
Spare change. This guy's dead.
This is the best thing I've seen all day. The best, the best. Is he breathing?
This is what we do, though. This is what we do when we work. We go like this. That's the way we work, though. It's a different kind of show, but, you know. Okay, bye. Thank you. You're my mom.
No, I'm not your mother.
You're my mother.
Get out of here.
Hi, Mom. Mom, I'm gonna be home a little late. Mom, I'm gonna be a little late tonight, so can you leave the back door unlocked? Mom, going? Are we starting the show now? Oh, are we starting the show now? All right, hello, and welcome to another episode of The Tom Green Show. My name is Tom Green. This is Glenn Humplick, and this is our studio audience. Wow! Okay, so, no, seriously, though. Glenn, we have another show to do here. We have another show to do here. And it's exciting, and I'm feeling good. This is almost a feel-good show, right?
Really?
This is almost a feel-good show because today I have a picture here of Ali Motu. Ali Motu is Glenn's foster child. Glenn, you donate $20 a month.
I donate $20 a month. I've
You
been
and your-
donating $20 a month for 2 years now. My
To
girlfriend
Ali
and I,
Motu,
yeah.
and that's in order to feed and clothe Ali Motu. What we are going to do is we are going to try to help pay Ali Motu for you next month.
Great.
Next month,
Great.
Ali Motu's on us. Okay?
Oh, really? Wow.
And when I say us, Glenn, when I say us, I'm referring to myself and the people here that work on the show. Okay. We are all going to chip in, and we are going to pay Ali Motu the $20 that you normally have.
Wow.
Ali Motu's
$20.
on us.
That's good.
Provided that you are able to win this little game that we're going to play here. We have a volunteer from our studio audience. Why don't you take a bow there, sir? What's your name? What's that? Ty. Okay. If Glenn is able to stay on his perch, then everyone in the show will gladly chip in and give Ali Motu her $20 on behalf of Glenn Humplick.
If he's able.
However, if you win, sir, I'm off the hook, and you get this box of chocolates. You can cheer for Ali Motu, you can cheer for Glenn Humplick, or you can cheer for this man right here, okay? Okay, on your marks.
You'll be spending that.
Get set, go!
Oh, shit. Oh, that's hardly fair.
Shit. Pull him!
Yeah, but that's hardly fair.
Look, Glenn! Look! I've got your computer! Look! I've got your other computer! Well. Looks like you're paying Ali Motu next month, sucker! There's your box of chocolates. I hope you feel good. Taking food out of babies' mouths starving in Africa. Stealing food out of Ali Motu's mouth. Maybe you should just take that box of chocolates and find out Ali Motu's address and mail it to her or something. All right. Way to go, Glenn.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun paying through the teeth next month again. Okay.
Hi, I'm Derek Harvey. I'm a writer for this show. Today, I'm standing on the steps of the Supreme Courthouse with Glenn Humplick because today is Glenn's Day of Justice. Well, what we're going to do today, Glenn, is we're going to take Tom's most valuable possession. Glenn's going to bury the mixing board in a farmer's field, and then we're going to go back to Tom and tell him exactly what happened.
Today is an exciting day for me. Today is payback time. The shovel, these arms are gonna dig a big hole, and we're gonna put that mixer down that hole, and it's going to feel damn good. Damn good. Oh God, it's gonna feel good to do it.
How angry do you think Tom's going to be?
Oh, he's gonna be pissed off as hell. But who cares? Who cares? We've all been pissed off at him for years. Today we get him back. Today is a good day. Mark this day in your calendar. This is our day. The day of reckoning. Glenn's day of justice.
See, Glenn thinks he's playing a joke on me, you see. See, Glenn has my mixer, but Glenn doesn't know that I know that he has my mixer, and Glenn doesn't know that I have his clothes. And we're going to be tossing his clothes out of this Viper Pacer aircraft, flying over Glenn Humplick's head as he thinks he's playing a joke on us, when in fact we'll be pulling the joke on him, right, Tom?
Right.
God, he would be so mad if he saw this. I didn't do it.
I'm the one, like, I'm going to take a brunt of the blame because I wrote the joke. It was my idea.
The element of surprise should be fairly good. We're coming in low just over the trees, and we think we're going to just snap them by surprise. Hey, Glenn! Glenn! I don't think Glenn's going to be wearing that again. Whoa!
Seems like he's dropping some clothes or something. Oh, here comes something. Those look like your clothes.
Oh my God.
What's going on here?
Two August. Oh God.
What do you think of that, Humplick? You don't try to trick the trickster.
I don't understand what's going on. You were burying Tom's soundboard and he just flew by in an airplane and dropped your clothes from an airplane?
Yeah, looks like they're gathering up the clothes. Let's come in for another pass, this time with his favorite sweater. Hey, Glenn! Hey, Glenn!
Oh, he's got some more. There goes some more.
God, I would love to see that plane crash right now.
Do you mean to tell me that this has been some sort of elaborate trick?
Well, it looks like it's flipped back on me. The whole joke is flipped back onto me once again.
But how?
I think you have a good idea how it happened. Shirt of mine.
yeah.
Wow, I wore this yesterday.
Oh, that's a nice
Oh
one.
my God, there's like crap on it.
You almost lost these ones. They got caught in the wing. We almost
Really,
went down.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that.
Yeah.
Here was Glenn out trying to do his funny joke, and now everything went wrong again for him.
Everything always goes wrong for Glenn. Nothing ever goes right. Poor Glenn.
Okay, everyone, welcome to the movie. I'll be your usher this evening. Thank you very much for coming out to the movie. I just have a few things I'd like to ask you. If you could kindly shut off your cellular phones and your pagers. That's right. Someone's rang right there. That's exactly the reason why we want you to shut those off, because we don't want that kind of annoying sound during the movie. Also, no cigarette smoking. That would be great. We had an incident last week where somebody was smoking a cigarette. The cigarette fell on their pants, and their pants caught on fire. If this should happen during this movie, we have a fire extinguishers along the side walls. Pull out the fire extinguisher, remove the pin, spray it on your pants. Let's have a warm round of applause for Dr. Richard Haney, everybody.
I think this guy is a marriage counselor.
So, you're a marriage counselor, right?
Yes, and a mediator.
Mm-hmm.
Divorce mediator.
Right.
Both.
I'm going to ask him if all problems are fixable in marriage.
So, Richard, are all problems fixable in a marriage?
No, just some, not all.
He's a good-looking man. I wonder if he's married.
So I guess you and your wife must fight sometimes, and you must be able to, yeah? Tell me about that.
I think I'm going to give her a commission because I learned so much.
He must know a lot of chicks.
I guess you meet a lot of interesting people when you're counseling marriages. You meet a lot of people, probably, right? A lot of people?
Well, to answer that voice up there, there's people that come in that have all kinds of angles. Like sometimes female clients will come in dressed provocatively if you're a good-looking or attractive male therapist. So I have to deal with that right up front.
And you're an attractive male therapist.
Sort of, I guess.
Yeah, you are. No, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I will tell you right now, sir.
All right.
And I'm sure our audience would agree with us that you are an attractive. No, I will have you know. I will have you know, on behalf of this audience, that I think we all think you are a very attractive man.
All right. Well, sometimes
What's the difference between being an attractive marriage counselor and being an unattractive marriage counselor? Maybe we can talk about that.
Well, an attractive marriage counselor has to deal with that issue if that comes up.
And what exactly happens then?
Well, a client might try to come on to you or dress provocatively.
He must know a lot of unhappy chicks.
So you meet unhappy women then sometimes who come on to you because you're good looking, right? They come on to you because they're attracted to your looks.
Well, that's one of them. They also want some help in what's gone wrong in their relationship.
And is the husband there at the time with the wife?
Sometimes is and sometimes isn't.
That must be an uncomfortable situation for you then. How do you handle that?
Can be when she starts flirting indirectly or whatever. Yes.
I bet unhappy chicks like having sex.
Well, come on. Ask a question at least. Tom.
He's still thinking about the happy chicks.
Oh, my God. Tom, ask a question.
Oh, look who finally grew a tongue and learned how to speak over here.
Well, I'm sitting here watching you. I just want you to talk.
Oh, you think you could do any better, Mr. Humpling?
No, but I'm...
Yeah. Why don't you just sit there and laugh like you're being paid to do, and laugh at the jokes so that people think they're funny?
Well, if I see something funny, I'm going to
laugh. Why don't you just laugh at them then? Why don't you look at picture yourself in the mirror and laugh at that or something?
Oh, my God, that line again.
You got a job right here.
Come on.
He caught on. Oh. He did. You caught on.
What's your problem here?
Yeah, that's what we were trying to do, see? We were going to have an argument, and then we were going to see...
We worked on it. We worked on it.
I'm at work.
It was all an elaborate ruse, you see. Okay? We were having the fake argument because you're a marriage counselor, right?
And Glenn and I are practically married, right? So we thought. So we thought.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I gotta go buy some condoms because I'm gonna be doing some work underwater and I need to waterproof my hands. And I don't want to use latex gloves to waterproof my hands because I'm working with this piece of machinery and I don't want to get my fingers caught inside this groove here. I need some large condoms that will fit over my arms because it's not for sex. It's because I'm going to be doing some work underwater and I have to waterproof my arms. I don't want to use latex gloves because if I use latex gloves, then my hands might get caught in the grooves of the machinery. There we go. So you see what I mean? Like, I'll show you. I'm going to be using this engine.
Okay, you go outside and use the machine outside.
So I'm going to be using this underwater, and I don't want to get my fingers caught. I want to make sure that my fingers don't fit through these grooves, because I want to make sure that my fingers don't fit into these grooves. Okay, so I'm buying these large condoms. That's all. That's all that's happening here.
Yeah.
You ever done this before?
No.
Roll the condom on over someone?
No.
Over their arm?
No.
I mean, if my fingers get into those grooves, then what happens is I might get my finger caught in the machinery. I can't get my fingers caught into the machinery, so then my fingers can't get caught in there while I'm doing the work with the machinery underwater. You can't get your finger caught in it. And I don't want to use a latex glove because you understand what I mean? In a latex glove, your fingers are all open, right? And you can get your finger, careful, you can get your finger caught in that groove. And I don't want to use rubber gloves.
Sir,
Son?
don't do that in here. I don't know how many times I...
Okay, I'll test it out outside, I guess.
Please do that.
Okay. Joke I just finished writing? Show this guy. You guys want to see a joke that I wrote, or? A joke, I wrote it. You want to see a joke that I wrote? A joke, it's what? It's really funny, come on. You think it's funny?
Pretty hard on it. I, make little changes as I go along, you know. Write it, and then I go back and I test it, and I try to change it a little bit here and there.
Hey, you want to see a hilarious joke that I wrote? Why? Want to see a joke? I just wrote it.
Oh, use your brain. Using your brain. You're fucking nuts. I'm a drunk, but I'm fucking not that stupid. Use your brain. All right, different. Just pop your brains out, love, for fuck's sake. You got fucking... Ladies, but ain't no worry about him. He's psychologically sick, madam. He's psychologically on the wagon. Hey, he's kind of sick. Pour out, man. Pour out. Oh, you that. You got high five for that, man.
Thanks, man. I just wrote that.
It's all right.
Yeah, I just wrote that joke. Yeah, so you like that kind of comedy, or?
I have twisted.
Yeah, I just wrote that joke a couple of days ago.
What's happening here? What's happening?
You do it on the sidewalk and not the road?
Okay. It's just a joke, I just wrote it.
Do it on the sidewalk.
Just a joke. It's just a joke. Right, Glenn Huntler? All right. Glenn Huntler? Oh. Right, well, that's been another show. That's basically been another show, right? That's pretty well what it's been. We've pretty well done another show. And of course, it's not over yet. Of course, we are going to hear from, and let's all have a warm, welcoming hand for Starling. All right.
Somebody said that instead that thing that you've been in forever. Come around, please notice me. I'm around and I'm relatively grounded. Okay, at least say to me that that wasn't as pathetic as it sounded. I wanna live to see the day that I teach you for my baby. Down right here, right beside you. I'm delusional, I'm delusional.
We came all the way here to Hollywood because we wanted to do segments for the show, and then it started raining. And now we can't really do any segments because it's rainy and everyone's staying in the car. I've got an umbrella and I'm just standing in front of the car, but really all we're going to do here today in Hollywood is just stand in front of the sign in the rain, just talk to you about how we can't really do any segments. Even though there's all sorts of things that we can do in Hollywood, like go to Venice Beach, or we can go down to the Walk of Fame. We can do all these things if we wanted to. Because it's raining, though, it's a lot easier just to not do that stuff. Just stand here in front of the sign and do anything.
Want a jet? I'm getting a little bored.
This is the Tom Green Show. It's not the Green Tom Show. This is my favorite show because it is my show. If this was your show, you'd probably like it more than I did. That's just because it was your show. But it's not your show. It's the Tom Green Show.
We're trying to see how long the human body takes to process 18 liters of grape juice. Come in close, don't be shy. We're having fun with science. We'll learn about digestion and we'll have some fun at the same time. This device is attached to my penis, okay? And it's time for another release. Oh, careful there. Oh, it's okay. That's okay. I've got plenty of those. The urine comes through that into a tube, okay? You can hold it, you can touch that. Oh, this one is a clean one. This one hasn't been used. This is a clean one. This is just to demonstrate. Okay? We're having fun with science. And I'm going to be here all night until I process all of this grape juice, okay? There's 18 liters of grape juice there. We're trying to get the grape juice from this jug to this jug. There we go. There's a little more coming out. Look at that flow. Look at that flow. Look at that flow. Look at that flow. It's a lot of fun, eh?
Great.
You guys ever urinated in a tube before?
No. Sorry.
Don't go looking up my lab coat now. Don't go looking up the lab coat.
Are you in medicine?
Yeah, I'm in medicine, yeah.
Medicine.
I'm going to be a doctor someday. Yes. And it's my goal in life when I get out of school to be able to urinate in jugs for the rest of my life on street corners.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thank you. Thanks,
And
everyone.
how much they pay you for that?
What's that?
How much they pay you for that?
Well, I'm a scientist, you know. I get paid like a scientist, you know.
Okay, I see.
That's a day's worth of urine right there. That's what we're looking at here. A big bottle of pee. Hey, did you know that? Have you ever seen a big bottle of pee like that before?
Shy.
Oh, you're a little shy, eh? That's all right. It's all right to be nervous when there's somebody in a lab coat saying it's a giant bottle of pee. It's okay.
Would you like me to fill it up for you?
Would I like you to fill it up for me? No, I think that would be the kind of, I don't know if we'd be allowed to air that. This is actually a special condom that's designed for people who like wearing condoms while they're having sex, but also want to have children. And we can learn at the same time as we have fun.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. And teachers, if you're watching this and you want to have some fun with your students, all you need is some tubing, some grape juice. Set it up. It's a lot of fun. The kids have a lot of fun, and it's a great way to enjoy science. You know what I'm going to do? I'm even going to let you start the game of tic-tac-toe. And everybody knows that the person who starts has a major advantage. Okay, just go. Start the game. Could you hold that?
I beat you all the time. It has nothing to do with it.
Start the game.
I'm going to be X.
Start the
I'm gonna
game.
be X.
Start the game. Start the game.
I'm going to be X.
Start the game. Okay. You're using orange paint too. I'm using green paint just in. Okay. I already know where I'm putting my O. I already know where I'm putting my O in the middle. Okay, now you go. Now
Let me think about it.
Don't think about it. Just put it down. Put it down. If you have to, Mr. Math Genius, if you win every time, you don't have to think about it. Put it right down. There you go. Okay. Obviously. This is obvious.
Oh, you're an idiot. Come on.
I'm an idiot.
Come on.
I'm an idiot. I'm obviously.
There we go.
Right. I'll just put my O right there. There you go. See, it's still oh my God. You're not supposed to let him put the X on your head.
There you go. There you go. Once again.
You weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to let him put that. What? It's. You weren't supposed to let him put the X on your head.
Oh.
You told me before the show you weren't going to put the X on his head.
Tom.
What am I supposed to do? She said she wouldn't put the X. Put the X on her head. You said you weren't going to.
That has nothing to do with the fact that.
She said she wasn't going to.
I'm way better than you at doing this. Come on.
You weren't.
Oh my God.
Put the X.
Oh.
You're just a stupid dummy.
I can't believe you did that. You know I won.
You're just a stupid dummy.
Hey, who won?
You cheated.
Come on.
Oh my God, one of the fish has died. Come on, baby. Come on. You like that? You like it? Check Phil out. All right, so let's go to another wacky video clip. I don't know what I'm doing.
What the fuck?
Yo, check this out. This next one is fresh. You better check it out because it's super.
Yeah, they can give you a very bad case of a disease that is.
What about cheese?
Well,
Can you get disease
cheese-
from a cheese?
Well, now
From
cheese.
a piece of cheese?
Well, a piece of cheese instead of a piece of cheese of those that are cheese lover eaters, you know. Cheese lover eaters like cheese, like Swiss cheese, American cheese, cheddar
You get a
cheese.
disease from cheese?
No, you don't get no kind of disease from cheese by being a cheese lover.
Right.
And a cheese lover, it can make a disease if you carry it out in a respect of a wanting cheese all the time. It could be a disease, you know. And look like we're starting to come down with some rain here, you know.
Rain, yeah. Well, it was nice talking to you.
And it was nice talking to you.
Nice meeting you. Good luck.
Impossible. Corn's a vegetable, right?
What's wrong
I'm a
with
human
you?
being.
What's
I
wrong
can't
with
be a piece of corn, right?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I played a little hockey when I was a kid. I was center, you know, goalie. That's what I was, goalie. You know, 10, 12 years old, I was a goalie, you know, a young like that.
Took a lot of pucks. You ever take a puck in the nuts?
No, no, I was pretty lucky, you know.
Hey, hockey guy, don't you have some hockey equipment? Hey, hockey guy, don't you have some hockey equipment you should be wearing? Hockey guy.
Welcome to another episode of Foreign Cultures. This week we're in Paris, where we've stumbled upon a member of the elusive French civilization. Our correspondent Jim Cab has already made contact with the rare Frenchman. Let's watch and see what happens.
I shit on my bed. I don't have time to find the bathroom.
Oh, what happened?
I was going to find a bathroom.
Yeah?
I don't find. So I shit.
In your pants?
Yeah.
As the primitive North Americans must remove their pants before excreting, the elegant foreign gentleman leaves his pants on and allows his droppings to run down the side of his leg and onto his shoe. In an exquisite act of sophisticated social grace, this debonair fellow informs Jim Cab of the droppings, but poor silly Jim, he's in the embarrassing situation of not having droppings on his shoe, and the Frenchman must think him to be quite dense.
Give me $1.
Chile, I don't have any money. Look at this tie. You can tell I don't have money.
It's nice tie. I want it.
Thank you. Well, I need it.
Give me.
Sorry about that. Nice meeting you, though.
Give me.
No, it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Sorry, I need it. No, it's my tie. No, sorry. Yeah, let go of me,
I
okay?
can buy it on television. Take that.
Sorry, this is the tie. No, I need the tie. I need the tie.
Well, this has developed into a rather nasty yet curious scene. Obviously, the noble Frenchman is incensed because of Jim Cab's ignorance over proper etiquette. It is a shame because we can learn so much from these people. They are such an advanced race that it is depressing when we look at our own culture in comparison. By pulling on the tie, the French aristocrat is saying in his own way, "Hey there, Mac, learn some manners, will ya? I showed you my droppings, let's see yours." Eventually, with an air of regality, the superior Frenchman has forgiven Jim Cab and is inviting him to participate in a time-honored sport called vandalism. To these highly evolved people, destroying public property is an intricate part of their refined culture.
I like the spray paint.
I know you do, but it's a nice building.
I don't care. It's Hydro-Quebec. I feel with.
You can't just take a can of spray paint and spray paint hydro.
Yeah, I do.
I feel guilty for it because it's my spray paint, even though you did it.
No, I did. It's your spray.
You can't just take a can of spray paint and spray paint Hydro-Quebec, sir. That's it. You feel bad now, don't you?
I don't.
All right, see you later. Have a good day.
It is an opportunity for two people from different civilizations to bond with one another. But instead of joining in the ritual, Jim Cab once again blows it, and to the utter amazement of the bamboozled Frenchman, actually starts wiping off the paint. This is yet one more piece of evidence to support the suggestion that we are not yet ready to mingle with foreign cultures.
Not made of wood. Most blades are made of a cardboard material.
And as you get up into the better blades, you're looking at a 6-ply or 8-ply cross veneer for strength, and then we're dealing with different sort of finishes that are available in furniture quality.
Right. Because I always get this reoccurring sort of fear that they're going to warp, and then my fan will begin to wobble, and then maybe I'll put more pressure on my motor.
It shouldn't hurt your motor. No, if your fan wobbles, then you balance it.
Right. Okay. There's so many great fan companies out there, such as Emerson, and I'm wondering why a lot of these companies like Emerson or Hunter or Casablanca, why do these companies make blades, fans with such a low blade pitch? Because we know there's nothing wrong with their K55 motors. They're American-made motors.
Well, actually, with Hunter and most Casablancas and most Emersons are not American-made. They generally use the spinner-type motor like this. Right. The only type that use the K55, which is this motor here, are North Coast and Casablanca in their upper end lines.
Right, I see. Would you like some bottle caps?
Oh, I'd love some.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that's No, but you maybe had a background in engineering, or did you take electronics course or something like that?
Not at all.
Really?
No, just learn from experience.
So you just, what's the process? So we have a lot of young people that watch this show, and maybe they'd be interested in knowing what you have to do to get involved with something like that.
Well, you could go to Ceiling Fan University, but there isn't one, so...
I'm sorry. Have you seen the movie Shawshank Redemption? Shawshank Redemption. Have you seen the movie Shawshank Redemption? Shawshank Redemption.
No.
Well, okay, so what else do we have here then we could look at? This is the electronics shop where I work, and I like to dust here. What I do is I dust all the electronic equipment. I say I like to dust because I really do like dusting. It's not just a job for me. It's a hobby. Outside of work, I dust all the time because dusting is my life. It's something that I want to do. It's not really that challenging, though, dusting an electronics store. And when I get off work, since I enjoy dusting so much, I like dusting challenging things like forests. I like going out to the woods and the forests. Some in my mouth. Look at this. See all the dust that comes off that? Look at this. People don't realize. If you leave those stuck in the trees, naturalists and stuff come along and go, oh, what kind of bird was here? Killer canaries! See, they were dusting and I was sliding down the thing. When you're dusting, there's hard to reach places. And those are the places that you gotta go. There's really easy places like the trees or the stairs I showed you, but there's hard to reach places as well. Like at the base of this small cliff here. A lot of dust in here. See, there's a lot of bugs in the forest, but there's also a lot of dust in the forest. And that might sound fun at first, but it's really not really that challenging, see, because dust is hard to find in other places, and that's where the challenge is in finding the dust sometimes. Kind of like dust hunting, you know? It's kind of like that. When you go to the forest, it's not really much of a challenge. It's like if you're hunting for a deer at a petting zoo, you know? It's fun shooting the deer and killing it and stuff and watching it bleed to death and everything, but it's not really that hard to do. See, when you come to the forest, when you come out here to the woods, there's dust all over the place. So sometimes it's a little bit less challenging to dust here than in other places, like hospitals, where there's not as much dust. Or my favorite place to dust is embassies. When you're dusting embassies, it's a lot of fun because you feel like you're dusting all different parts of the world. You have to be careful, though, that you don't get caught, so you have to wear really dark clothing when you go out, and you have to do it at nighttime. Because they have security guards at embassies that are crazy, and they'll shoot you because they have diplomatic immunity, you know? They have diplomatic immunity, and they'll shoot you if you don't. Be careful.
Dusting the embassies, dusting people, dusting this.
This is a skinny pig. Skinny pigs have lots of friends, like this German Shepherd, Ben. Ben cleans the skinny pig. Skinny pigs need to be cleaned with tongues or without tongues. Sometimes skinny pigs need wood chips for the bottom of their cage. This is Derek and Tom. Derek and Tom are outside a pulp and paper mill. They stole wood chips about a year ago. They feel guilty. This is the pulp and paper mill. This is the skinny pig. Let's see Derek and Tom apologize to the pulp and paper mill for stealing the wood chips. We're extremely ashamed about what we've done. About a year ago, Derek and I came to this pulp and paper mill and we stole wood chips. Well, we deceived them out of wood chips. We told them we were students and we needed the chips to make this model, when really we only wanted them for our skinny pig. It wasn't true. It wasn't true. It wasn't true at all.
We're dirty liars. We're
We
dirty
need-
liars.
We needed wood chips for our hamster.
We're dirty liars.
For our skinny
Terrible.
pig.
We're dirty liars.
We only wanted to line our skinny pig's cage with these stolen, pilfered chips. So we can't live down this guilt. We've returned to the wood chip factory. We've made the model with the few remaining chips we have left over.
We're not liars anymore then. We made the model, right? We're not?
I hope so. Let's go return the chips. I hope we're not liars. They walked through the factory gates into the security booth with the gift for the factory men, a model of the pulp and paper mill. The boys hoped that the security guards would accept their gift. We're thieves and we're liars. A year ago, we came here and we stole wood chips from the plant. We didn't barge in and steal them, but we said...
You could just get to the entrance of the mill, then you get somebody who reports to the mill. I don't report to the mill.
Okay.
Look in the back, I work for Woodlands. I don't work for that group. I don't work for that
So
department.
we just go over to the entrance?
That's correct, 79 Main. That's where the main entrance is. That's where the mill is. That's where the mill authorities are.
They'd be the ones to apologize to then.
If there's
For
any
stealing.
apologies, any explanation, anything, whatever, I can't do anything.
You
Just
don't
go in
care.
the back. No,
You don't care if we stole wood chips at all.
I can't do anything.
Right.
It's not I care or not care. It's not a matter of caring. It's a matter of I do not report to this outfit. That's all.
Do you give hugs?
Could we have a hug? Just for forgiveness? We just want forgiveness.
You just go in front of the mill. You'll see the authorities of the mill.
Okay, thanks.
We're not normally liars or thieves.
Yeah.
This is just a one-time thing we did.
Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about, so.
The boys had gone to the wrong place, but the nice man sent them to the right place, the main office, with their prize, the model pulp and paper mill. All we want to do is be honest.
Hi. We were
Hi.
told to come here.
Go in. Wait. We just want to be honest, okay?
This is for you.
Wait. Hi.
That's for you.
That's for
It's
you.
for you. We're sorry. A long time ago, we came here, sir. We came here, and we took all these chips. Like, we snuck up, and we stole a whole pile of chips, and we put them in a paper bag, and then we drove away in our truck, okay? And we went, and we used those chips for bedding for the skinny pig.
We have a hamster, and we stole wood chips from your pile over there.
Right over there.
We stole them, and we're giving this to you.
And we're giving it to you, okay?
Okay?
Stealing's bad, right? Stealing is bad.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Thanks. Derek, I feel so much better.
Because it's been so long since we stole the wood chips, that's a cloud that factory's had to live under for a long, long time.
They didn't know if they were going to see those wood chips again.
Ever again. Two bags we took.
2 bags. They didn't know what was happening. They just knew that there was fewer wood chips one morning than there was the night before, you know?
I bet they've forgiven us now and God has forgiven us.
I'm sure God has forgiven us.
The Lutherans have forgiven us.
The Lutherans, of course, have probably forgiven us as well.
We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry.
Wow, that's been a lot of fun tonight. Now we're going to hear from Spinecracker. All right.
For heaven the door and stumble my way from the dark. Even things that are going out of control, you're never really too far from the mark. You got a steel trap under your smile, but I'll take you anyway. The root of all problems is in the request, followed by quantity. Because power is gone. I don't think about it. I don't think about it much. Power is gone. I don't think about it. I don't think about it much.
Woodruff, he's a struggling actor. This is Dennis Woodruff's car. We saw him last night. He's a struggling actor. There he is. Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Do you know my dog does tricks?
Oh,
Come
yeah?
on, Toffee. Da 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 da. Hi, welcome to Hollywood.
Show us around your place here.
I tried to create the Batmobile for myself on a real low-budget scale. I am a struggling actor, so I thought, well, why don't I just tell the world, hey, we really on TV?
Yeah.
How are you? Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Call me and put me in your next movie. You know what? I think I can do better than Arnold Schwarzenegger in movies. I can do comedy, and I can do action, action, action. High on a mountaintop, high above the clouds that stream like a sea beneath my feet. Hi, my name is Jack Nicholson, and I'll tell you, if we don't get Nurse Ratched over here right away and get that bus down here, we gotta make a quick getaway from this trailer park. You know what I mean? Hollywood, it's great to be in Hollywood, where your dreams come true, and you can be a star. To all my friends out there and my fans, my new fans, I hope you'll support my acting career to be a big star. You know, I don't know about you, but I think they should give some new people a chance. I'm tired of seeing the same 15 people working all the time. I wish they'd all go on a vacation permanently so I could work. That makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, God, that kills me sometimes. Oh, it kills me. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Tom Hanks Show. It's not the Green Talk Show. This is my favorite show because it is my show. If this was your show, you'd probably like it more than me. That's just because it was your show. But it's not your show, it's the Tom Hanks Show.
I'm standing on stage here. As you can see, Alex Trebek is over my shoulder, and we're going to see if you'd like to see a few impressions. There you go. Thank you. Okay, my pleasure. Hello, Mr. Trebek. Hi, my name's Tom Green. I was wondering if I could talk to you for a moment. Sure. This is really kind of exciting for me as a young broadcaster, being able to actually get to meet someone like yourself who's achieved the peak in the entertainment industry.
Just be careful you don't make me sound too old now when you're doing that.
How does it feel to be at the top of your game?
Oh, well, it's very pleasant. As you know, I host a popular show. It pays me a good salary. I have a great lifestyle. I have a wonderful family. But on the other hand, I have paid my dues. I began in broadcasting here in Ottawa in 1959, as a matter of fact.
A lot of my friends encouraged me that I should show you this impression that I do, and I hope it doesn't embarrass you too much.
Nothing embarrasses me except when I do it.
Okay. I'm so happy to be able to interview. This is an impression of the mood Happy.
also do an impression of the mood curious, the mood angry, and here's an impression of the mood sadness for Alex Trebek. Sadness.
Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so upset.
So far, you have given me 2 impressions that could fit some of the contestants on some of the game and quiz shows I've hosted over the years. Now, are all of them as dramatic?
Well, here's
Is this your specialty?
Here's my favorite. My grand finale is my favorite, Alex. It's, this is anger. Okay, anger. That's my favorite in my grand finale, I guess.
Okay, that's good. Now, I would advise you to keep practicing, but I don't know where you're going to be called upon to use those great impressions that you do. I'm glad they're not impressions of me in those various states.
No, I'm looking to get into a little bit of acting as well. So.
Well, you've certainly have one thing in your favor, and that is you're not inhibited.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Very nice meeting you. Welcome back to Ottawa.
It's time to play Stinky Whiskey Buttons!
It's not a real game.
Whiskey Buttons!
It's not a real game.
Ah! It's time to play Stinky Whiskey Buttons! It's time to play!
They don't like that game. Like that game.
Play
No one likes that game.
Whiskey Buttons! Whiskey Buttons! It's time to play Stinky Whiskey Buttons! It's time to play! It's time to play Stinky Whiskey Buttons! Stinky Whiskey Buttons!
No one likes that game, Tom. No one likes that game. I don't like the game. He doesn't like the game. No one likes that game. It's not a real game.
It's time to play Stinky Whiskey Buttons! It's time to play
Tom,
Stinky Whiskey Buttons!
that's not his nose. That's his forehead.
Stinky Whiskey Buttons! Stinky!
Tom.
It's time to play!
Come on. Leave him alone. It's not a real game. But they don't like that game. Tom. They don't like the game. No one likes the game.
I like playing!
Oh.
My eyes! My eyes!
I think it's got a lot to do with batteries.
Well, batteries are batteries that energize your electronic needs, like your radio, for instance, or maybe your computers, or maybe your calculators. And battery does come in high. How you doing, love? Battery does come in high, high perspective and need of those that needs battery. Batteries in clock, batteries in watches. Batteries are just those that you can't leave home without your battery. It's like energizing your battery. A battery energizer, So it is well respected that it is, And battery is just something that a place that sells batteries and things never does run out of batteries, because batteries is that if you know you're a very respected person that needs a battery use, then you use batteries a lot, So that's very, that's very good, So, it's good, it's very good, So,
I agree with you fully about that, actually. 2 years ago, Derek left his convertible Triumph Spitfire in a garage here, and you never came back.
I was too lazy, you know? I was just lazy.
We just happened to be breezing through town today, and you thought maybe we should drop by that
Yeah,
garage.
I thought, hey, that'll be a neat thing to do while we're in town. Why don't we go get my car that I've
Go
left
get
here
your
for
car
2 years?
back. So you're a little nervous then?
Oh, my God. You see, for 2 years...
Because you love the car.
I do love the car.
And you want it to be there. But it's not the same company as it used to be.
No, it used to be called Ward's Towing.
Right.
And now it's called...
Sewermatic.
Sewermatic.
They would have towed your car over to their new location?
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to go check their new location?
Well, I want to peek in the window. It might be in here.
I don't think Sewermatic would be storing your car for 2 years.
You gotta be firm with him. Down. Down. No. No. Be good. Yeah, you try and suck up now, okay? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I forgive you.
You made friends with the guard dog. Why don't you hop over now and go get your car? I don't think hopping over the fence would be a good idea at this point. Although, it might make good television.
Oh, there it is, right there. There it is.
That's your car.
My car. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, he even put a cover on it. Look, he put a tarp over it, just like you said. Are you shocked right now? Mr. Shouldn't be there?
No, I was 50%. I was pretty sure there was a very good chance it would be there. I'm just saying I wouldn't have been surprised if I was you if it wasn't. And I wouldn't jump over the fence, though. I won't discourage it because I know it makes excellent television to see you get attacked by a German Shepherd. No, seriously, Derek. Derek, there's 4 German Shepherds in there. What the hell are you doing? Derek.
Get the fuck down.
Derek.
I'm serious.
Seriously.
You're gonna get bit and get rabies shit.
Derek. Holy shit. Fuck. That's Derek. Those things will fucking rip the top of your scalp off. Derek, here's the tow truck here, Derek. Here's the tow truck. Here's the tow truck. Here's the tow truck here. Hi.
Are you guys trying to find the fight?
Well, we were going to take a look to see if it was actually the same car.
That's breaking in, right? That's the police compound. You guys could be up for charges right about now, you know that, eh?
Oh, really? We're not planning on taking it out. I mean,
you guys just hang tight here right now.
the what?
You guys just sit tight.
That's break and enter. Okay, so Derek, in his excitement, has gotten himself into a bit of trouble. He was hopping the fence, and apparently this is a police compound, so it's illegal to hop the fence of a police compound. Derek has that look on his face right now that we've seen him do before, that look of, gee, I'm really sorry. But you know he really isn't sorry at all. It's just kind of that look that you put on your face when you're trying to weasel yourself out of trouble. See, apparently in his excitement, he decided to try and hop the fence. They called out everyone today. All we were thinking about was the dogs. Don't jump over the dogs, the dogs, the dogs. He went ahead with it, and now he's paying the price, and we're comfortably sitting over here, kind of feeling a little bit smug, a little smug.
Okay, I see why you don't hop over fences when people catch you hopping over fences. Yeah.
Well, you got caught.
Yeah. Well, you didn't tell me that I shouldn't go over because of the police.
We were screaming at you, don't jump the fence.
You didn't tell me because it was illegal, because you were scared of the dogs. I wasn't all Mr. Confident like that, but I was going, like, meekly shuffling my feet, going, oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
And then what happened?
And they're like, I mean, you shouldn't do that. I went, I know. I'm bad, right? I'm really bad. I'm just an innocent kid, and I made a mistake. Sorry. Want to spank me? Want to spank me? Spank? Spank? What's...
Yeah, I cut my finger during the last piece.
Oh.
Yeah, I cut it on a piece of metal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it hurts.
You're really bleeding.
Yeah, no, it was, there's a piece of metal.
I think you need some first aid.
The buttons, they were all on a piece of metal, and it's just not a big deal. It's just a small, basically like a paper cut. But it was just, when I grabbed it, we were doing a game called Stinky Whiskey Buttons. And when I grabbed the buttons, the buttons from the Stinky Whiskey Buttons game, what happened was they were all stuck to a piece of sharp metal.
Okay.
We decided to tape them to a piece of sharp metal because we thought it would be funny that if I perchance cut my hand, that I could use this bleeding thumb as a prop in our next interview bit.
Good idea.
Which is what we're doing right now. So tell me the difference between this soap dispenser and this soap dispenser.
This is a cartridge dispenser.
Okay. Sometimes these things are how are they mounted on the wall? Tell me how they're mounted on the wall.
Well, you could either screw them into the wall.
With an adhesive, right?
Or with an adhesive.
With an adhesive on this one,
pad.
though.
Yeah, this one has an
See,
adhesive pad.
tell me if I'm being paranoid here, but sometimes I get a little nervous that the hot steam in the washroom is going to unmelt the adhesive, and then your soap dispenser is going to fall. Am I being a little paranoid about that? Or does
A
that
little
happen
bit,
sometimes?
yeah. No, it doesn't really happen. It's very strong adhesive.
Still, if the adhesive foam was of poor quality and the steam did loosen it, it would be quite frightening if the liquid soap dispenser were to fall on the ground and the glass were to smash and perhaps cut somebody.
Sure, yeah. They're usually made of a hard ABS plastic, though,
Oh,
so they
ABS
don't
plastic.
shatter.
Oh.
But, yeah, we haven't heard of any soap dispensers falling off the wall because of these. They either have an adhesive on the back,
right,
or they screw into the wall.
Children are so beautiful to me. The world has children, and they are beautiful
You play the guitar.
to me. Where would we be without children? Without children? Children. Cynthia, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you so much. Yo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm serious. Yo, come here, yo. Come here, yo. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, check this out. Ah! Yo, check this out. Check this out, yo. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I took dance lessons, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I want to show you something, okay? I want to show you something I work really hard on, okay? Work really hard on this. Come on, check this out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you this back.
That's the style they kick it in Brooklyn, yo. Check this out. This is gonna be the bomb up here in like 6 months. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a wig. You want to see an impression of Marilyn Monroe covered in skin cream?
Would it make you happy?
Check this out. Ain't that fat, yo? Check that out. What you think of that? I can see why you were sitting there. Yo, enough with the sexual jokes. Yo, you want to see me rub my face all over the ground and shit? And get dirt all over it? Check this out.
That might hurt.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That makes me laugh.
It makes me wonder if you're gonna like asphyxiate or something.
It makes me wonder if you're going to like asphyxiate or something. Yo, nice talking to you, yo. Enough respect, enough respect. Peace out. Enough respect. Seoul are cooking some hot dogs here today on Ceiling Fan for their worldwide humanitarian mission fighting youth crime. Got to give them their vaccination shots. We're sending them to meet with the president of Pakistan. We want to do our part to fight youth crime around the globe. If this hot dog goes over to Russia and it comes down with yellow fever, it's not going to do very much to fight youth crime, is it? No. Here we are. We are sending hot dogs around the globe. What are we doing on Ceiling Fan today? We are sending hot dogs around the globe. We are helping to fight against youth crime. We are going to send a hot dog to France, okay? And that hot dog is going to help fight against youth crime, all right? Okay. You're going to China! You're going to China to help fight against youth crime! You're going to China! He's going to China! Before we send the hot dogs, we have to give them their inoculation shots so they don't come down with malaria or they don't come down with yellow fever.